What's up, everybody? It's Missy Barr, and I made my gift cards for Christmas. And I was inspired by my visit to the Dallas Arboretum, where we saw the most beautiful holiday lights. And we visited all of the gorgeous gazebos that had the 12 days of Christmas. And Santa Claus, he was amazing, such a sweetheart. I did tell him what I wanted for Christmas. And then we visited the village that had this beautiful tower. It was amazing. And then we went to the DeGolier house where they had so many beautiful ornaments and just walked around outside looking at the lights. It was magical. So we went into the DeGolier house and saw this beautiful nativity scene, and I was mesmerized by how many beautiful little statues there were that told the story of Christmas. And there were so many awesome animals. I thought this was it. This would be my Christmas card for this year. So I made this beautiful little card out of felt so that all the animals would be soft, like, furry animals. And baby Jesus had his little blanket, so everything was going great. And really, it was just little heads that were ovals with some ears, maybe some horns. Here's my cow. Here's my little sheep. And then, or my little lamb actually, put it all together with some glue. I always use glue all because it glues so well, but it doesn't hurt your fingers like super glue. Don't use super glue, it's way too strong. And then I put my details with some markers, and voila, it looked amazing. But then we went outside and saw this gorgeous Christmas tree, and I thought, definitely going to make a Christmas tree Christmas card. So I got some of my foam board, which really I just cut out from one of my containers where I had my leftovers from lunch, and made this beautiful Christmas tree, added some little dots for snow, and then painted it all so that I could stamp it onto a gift card. So I rolled it over onto my gift card, and then I'm just using this little bottle of paint and then pick it up from the corner. Look how beautiful that is. And it did have a little dot at the top, so I covered it with some glitter paper. So next we went over to the Partridge in a Pear Tree, which is in one of the gazebos for the 12 days of Christmas. And I decided I wanted to make a cardinal. So I did some printmaking again, and this one was beautiful. My cardinal with some gorgeous snow in the background. It was great. Now, when you're etching into the foam board, you want to make sure not to press too hard, but just hard enough so that you can make a nice, beautiful etch. And that way the paint won't go into those creases, and that's why you get those beautiful white lines. So next I added my light blue and printed it again in the same place, and picked it up from the corner, and it looked so pretty. I added a few little details with black, and this was my favorite so far. But then I saw this beautiful 12 Days of Christmas, and I thought I have to make a Christmas tree out of quilling. So yes, I made some coils, added some beads. Let me show you how. So I cut up a few strips of paper, really thin, and then I got a really thin paintbrush and just wrapped that around to make coils over and over again. And it made these beautiful little circles. Then I added some glue to one of my blank greeting cards and then placed all my coils on top. Then I got one of my string of Mardi Gras beads, cut them up, and put them inside the little holes to make a beautiful Christmas tree. But then I saw this beautiful Christmas tree at the DeGolier house, and the ornaments were just so perfect. I said, I have to make an ornament Christmas card. And so yeah, I took a bottle of paint because it's got the perfect shape of the circles I wanted, traced those, and just put them on this gorgeous purple paper. Can be any color. This is where you get to choose all the colors you want to, but the best part is glitter paper. I'll put the link in the description for everything I've used so far, but glitter paper is my favorite. And for the ribbon, I just used actual curly ribbon that was shiny and just glued that on, and it looked awesome. Finally, I saw this beautiful display of snowflakes and this Christmas tree at the Arboretum, and I said, I'm going to make a snowflake gift card. And so I got some squares of paper and made some origami kites, which really, it's like you make it into a diamond and then fold in half. Then you open it up and then fold the two little arms, I call it, towards the middle and press down. Now, after you make all of your kites, you want to put them in a circle and make sure there are 6 arms for your snowflake. Now I always put things on the where I'm going to put them without gluing them until I know exactly where they're going to go, and then everything looks perfect. I hope you have a wonderful time making your gift cards. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and that you are amazing. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays!